way too sensitive yet, offended to death. Bring all the coffins in. I swear that y'all are mad at...
Hey guys, your boy Shash here, coming back at you, giving some more blunt reactions. Sorry if I look like I'm a big crying, I'm not. It's just, I've been coughing a lot. Today, I just got done making Cryptic Wisdom Homicide remix. I'm doing some batch making today, so I'm making several videos at once. Just got done with that a couple minutes ago. So today we're going to be checking out a Dear Anxiety. It's a spoken word, which is like poetry. So it's by Clayton Jennings, and it's about 6 minutes long. So let's go ahead, get into it.
Welcome, everyone. Every time you walk through these doors, you're taking steps to find yourself. Remember, this is a safe place. There's no judgment. You are accepted right where you're at, and wherever that leads, to find your own peace and happiness. Feel free to express yourself, to release your anxiety. I want you to be able to walk out with inner strength to finally be free. Clayton, it's great to have you back. I know you don't like to share, but why don't you start us off tonight? We want to hear what you have to say.
I wake up, puddle of sweat. I have nightmares and I get back into bed. It's like these voices just keep playing on repeat in the back of my head, and I can't get them to leave me alone. 30 years old, but still hates being alone when I'm home, because that's when the voices get the loudest. Opening up like this is a moment far from my proudest, but these demons keep pressing me. I swear they're the foulest, but I've grown comfortable with their presence. My conscience is calloused. My dreams are their playground, my thoughts are their palace. I try to evict them, they return with more. Anxiety isn't an item you can return at the store. I was 10 the first time I had a panic attack. Like a punch to the stomach, there's no planning for that. And I didn't tell anyone because I was too scared about what they'd say. And I know deep down there was nothing they could do to take it away. It was my fight to fight and my battle to face. I remember that house I grew up in and how those demons would rattle that place. I'd lay awake at night just staring at the ceiling. I've spent my whole life trying to run from that feeling.
You see, he said that he had a panic attack, anxiety attack. And it came out of nowhere. There's no planning for that. You know, it was like a hit in the stomach, and you know, he didn't really want to tell anybody. He didn't want to be embarrassed or ashamed about it. And he said, and they can't do anything about it anyways. But you can, talking to people about it is still helpful, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, anybody can have a panic attack. Anybody can get anxiety out of nowhere. It's not. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're not strong. It doesn't mean none of that. I mean, it's just what it is. And these are certain problems, like I said, that can hit anybody. When they do, you know, you need to try to work it out and figure out what's a good way to cope with it. And I believe that talking and getting it out is a very, very powerful way to do that. This is helping me doing this. You know, I mean, hell, I'm sharing it to the whole world. I mean, anybody watches these videos, I mean, a lot of people say that they like my channel because I'm real, I'm blunt. I throw my life out there to you guys, and I don't hold back. And I think that if this is going to help me, then I need to be committed to it 100%. And I've gotten a lot of support from you guys by doing it. And it's really been part of the reason that's kept me grounded and kept me here. I mean, you guys are helping save my life. And there's no denying that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. I mean, I have ups and downs. When I have my downs, there's been times where I've thought about it again. And then I look at my phone, I'm getting notifications of you guys telling me, you know, hang on, keep going, you know, keep pushing, keep fighting. And it's very encouraging. You guys are helping me a lot more than what you all understand. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, truly. So, Alright, let's keep going.
Turn off that feeling of being depressed, that feeling of being anxious, that feeling of screaming to God, begging him to take this, only to get silence in return. I'd lay in that bed crying and I'd toss and I'd turn, and I turn and I toss to this day. The doctors gave me medication, the pastor said pray. I tried both and this anxiety still hasn't gone away. So forgive me if I fantasize about being gone today. I'm an actor who got really good at being on today, but when I turn off, I go right back into the shadows. I'm in the deep end now, but I started in the shallows, and I might just drown myself in these waves. Suburban hell, these homes are all graves. Everyone's coping with something but won't admit it, they're all too afraid. And these kids are glued to watching me, what do I say? If I'm honest with them, maybe they won't think highly of me. Everything they want me to be is what I'm dying to be, but everything I really am is what I'm not trying to be. I want them to know that they're not alone in their struggles. I wake up in tears and fall back asleep in those puddles, and I don't think I'll ever get out of this valley I'm in. Terrified that all along God has tallied my sins, and if he has, the number must be astronomical. My life is a joke and you keep reading, just past the comic, because everything you think that I am is far from the truth. I wish I could open up to you and just let loose, but my vocal cords get tight when the devil pulls on this noose, and then I'm back to keeping everything bottled up inside. But he's not gonna keep me from pulling the throttle back this time. He's not gonna keep me trapped like this. I can't get out of bed, I was never made to act like this. I'm packing up my bags and he can't stop me from running fast like this. I'm not gonna be a slave to these voices of anxiety. I'm shoving the devil back for every time that he lied to me, and I'm taking a belt to these demons who whisper despair in my ear, and I'm ignoring every naysayer who stands and stares when I'm near. I'm moving forward out of this slump. I took my bruises, I took my lumps. I fell down, but I got right back up. So give me a torch and let's light that up. I'm setting fire to the devil and I'm dousing these demons in gasoline. Look at you now. Now you're not laughing at me. Now who's the one who's being tortured and punked? Now who's the one closing every door that I want? Now who's the one watching the other burn to the ground? Don't look away from me. You better turn back around. I'm not done talking to you now. I'm watching your moves. I'm on your back and I'm stalking you too. And when you try to ruin some other kid's life, I'll be stopping you too. You took 30 years of my life and I can't get that back. You told me to end my life and I nearly got killed for that. You took me down but I bounced right back. I was lost then and I got found like that. And everything you told me I wasn't, someone new told me I was. And everything you hated in me, someone new told me he loves. And when you tried to kill me with depression and anxiety, he reached in and placed hope deep inside of me. So I'm done listening to you and letting you control me. I'm announcing it now that the devil can't hold me. I'm walking away from the old me, and I'm demanding a refund on every lie that you sold me. You knew I'd find a way out sooner or later, and I found my escape in the form of a savior.
Clayton, we're here to help. Are you sure you don't want to share?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so like it seemed in his mind he was trying to get it out, what he wanted to get out. Saying that he's going to fight back too, and because he's got God coming to him. That was my perception, but then it also showed that it was just him thinking all that in his head, wanting to get that out. But when they actually asked him, "Are you sure you don't want to share?" he said no, because that's what a lot of us do. A lot of us, we want to, but we can't out of pride, because also you feel ashamed. I mean, talking about your anxiety and what you're fighting and what you're dealing with, it's very, very personal. It's hard to let that out, especially to strangers. But I mean, you got to try to find that strength to do that if you want to get better. So I really like this video. I think it was very good, very powerful. It covered a lot. Voices in his head repeating over and over and over again. I can relate to that. I mean, you just have all these intrusive thoughts. I have, and I don't know why, and it's driving me crazy. But you got all these thoughts going over and over and over again. It's just making everything worse, and they're not going away like he said. And anxiety is just, anxiety and depression just bring you down to such a place that, it's hard to crawl back out of. So, but I really like this video. Give him props for it. He did really good. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Swing by my channel, check out some of my other content. If you like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you're notified when the next video drops. In the meantime, guys, stay real, stay blunt, stay blessed. Peace.
My name will be remembered, and I will live forever. I bet y'all hate that y'all are stuck with me.